An often overlooked tool in the media world is the viral corporate video. Though still considered by some to be a rather cheating style of advertising or training, this type of media has surged into the forefront of everyday lives, especially as the internet has become more and more a staple item in businesses worldwide. They can be used to promote businesses or products rather easily. They are cheap to make, and as they are not often televised, you are not tied down by usual television regulations. Your ideas can be limitless. Corporate videos can be used to train and style workforces, presenting problems and teaching how to deal with them so much quicker than any business seminar. They can inform using both visual and audio in an entertaining way, and best of all, they can usually be accessed by anyone at any place at any time. As with any piece of film, you must always consider the audience. You must be sensitive towards their needs and or their beliefs. Talk to them in a way they will understand, and upsetting anyone is not going to do a lot of good for your cause. You must consider the issue you're dealing with. Controversy is simply a way of life. It's bound to happen, so you must be prepared to deal with that. And of course, you must consider the client. You really don't want to offend them or harm their brand or company image in any manner of speaking. As with any piece of film, you must always consider the audience. You must be sensitive towards their needs and or their beliefs. Talk to them in a way they will understand, and upsetting anyone is not going to do a lot of good for your cause. You must consider the issue you're dealing with. Controversy is simply a way of life. It's bound to happen, so you must be prepared to deal with that. And of course, you must consider the client. You really don't want to offend them or harm their brand or company image in any manner of speaking. There are loads of ways to create a corporate video. In Video Arts' 30 Ways to Make More Time, a group of British celebrities come together to demonstrate to the viewer problems they may face every day, involving stress and time management. They then comprehensively explain, using a comedic style, how to avoid these problems. It uses a conscience device, in the form of seemingly invisible know-it-all, James Nesbitt, going about and helping the workforce in a friendly manner. In T-Mobile's Angry Birds live video, they set up a large real-life representation of the popular Angry Birds game, in which they invited members of the public to take part in a fantastic, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fling large, sometimes exploding Angry Bird figures, whilst enjoying a fast-paced band, hyping up an eventually large crowd, finishing with their tagline, "Life is for sharing." And finally, the British Heart Foundation's latest hands-only CPR ad has really shot into popularity, using a very popular British hardman, Vinnie Jones, to teach us all how to save lives without using breath in a cardiac arrest. Popping his chest along to the Bee Gees' Staying Alive, it's hilarious yet somehow touching. But if you were to make a film advertising for employment in, let's say, McDonald's, you would need to consider several ethical and legal situations, such as its overall aim. If it were to feature nothing but white teens, it would completely close off any black or older audience. If the main parts were all men, then women may feel overlooked or not needed. Even demonstrating a capability to hire those wheelchair-bound could be welcomed where appropriate. There's also the legal side of things. As ever, you may need permission to use a location or song, and contracts are most definitely an important piece of documentation used to protect yourself and your film. The rights of the image of an actor, for example, and how much you're paying them for it may come into play if they decide to act up after or during the shoot, and it will really do a number on your production. No one wants a video to come with a lawsuit. So all in all, the corporate world of videos is an intensely profitable subject. It is no longer considered as new and unused, but rather it's fast becoming an enormous business-making entity in its own right, making people and brands famous overnight in some cases. More and more celebrities are jumping on the bandwagon. Hollywood may still be top dog, but the internet is certainly giving it a run for its money. There isn't an actor or filmmaker who doesn't want to be left out in the cold. We will be seeing more and more of this media as long as there is a place for it all to go. And whilst the internet is running, it always will have that place.